Hello Joshers, and welcome to another JEEZEEbox with yours truly. Today we're going to be talking about Man of Steel. So Man of Steel is kind of a cool one because obviously it's Zack Snyder finally taking a stab at Superman. This was straight off the trail of the original Dark Knight trilogy. I've always been a fan of Superman. When I used to live with my Grandma Judy. You can get her face on a t-shirt too, JG. She bought me the 4th season of Smallville, and that's all I had for years. And then I eventually got the rest of the series. I enjoyed it, got the whole family into it. We all watched it together, had a little party for the finale. It was fun, something to do. The other generations of my family, they grew up with like the Christopher Reeve Superman, which is super cool. And like Superman specifically, a lot of times you'll see like some of those OG actors, they start to come back. Like Annette O'Toole, who played Martha Kent in Smallville, was actually Lana in the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeves in it. Christopher Reeves even came back, back injury and all, as Dr. Virgil Swan or something in that one. But we're not here to talk about Smallville, not today at least. Man of Steel, there's of course the big line that was even in the trailer, "The world's too big, Mom." Connor hates that line. He's not a fan of the movie in general. I like it. I really do. I mean, the fight straight out the gate, you jump into the fall of Krypton, pretty consistent with most Superman stories. But Russell Crowe as Jor-El, let me tell you, he goes full beast mode on Zod, and it is a thing of beauty. He comes back near the end of it when Lois puts the little Kryptonian disc thing into their spaceship, and he creates himself a little floating artificial body and is just like, yeah, closing doors and stuff. Like super beast mode still, even though he's just a computer program at this point. Amy Adams, always been a fan of Amy Adams, and I think she does just fine as Lois Lane. You can kind of see where some of the inspiration off of like her version of Lois Lane kind of inspired even the newest iteration of Superman, which is on TV, Superman and Lois. They kind of have that same kind of quality to them. Henry Cavill, though, he had worked with Zack Snyder before in the movie Immortals, and I've actually been meaning to rewatch Immortals because if I remember correctly, if you remember in Wonder Woman, they all wear that gold armor. I'm pretty sure that that's kind of like based off of like the gods, the way that they dressed in his movie Immortals, the Greek gods. I'm curious if Zack Snyder wasn't kind of like, could be canon. You could consider this canon. Henry Cavill, he's gotten huge anymore, no pun intended, from what was it, The Witcher? Great show on Netflix. Looking forward to season 2. And I think he does a good job as Superman. A lot of people thought that this was a controversial Superman movie, and that's because, of the big scene at the end, snaps Zod's neck. But here's the thing. In that situation, and this is where Connor and I disagree, because Connor doesn't like how he's even in the position to do that. He thinks that Superman, he's supposed to be that blue Boy Scout character. He's supposed to, he wouldn't even be in that situation. And, I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, lending to that realism, you can't really predict what sort of thing is going to happen. And so if that sort of thing does happen, which it did in this movie, I mean, yeah, it's an emotional moment for him. It's quite a big thing for him. And Zack Snyder's intention, if you watch if you've watched anything or seen anything what's coming, is that he's presented a lot of these characters on some arcs. We'll touch more on Batman in the next one, but Superman was going to go through an arc where he kind of became the Superman that we know, the big blue Boy Scout, truth, justice, and the American way. And he's a dude. He's a dude with freakishly amazing powers, godlike powers. He was created as a Messiah analog in the original comics. That's kind of where he came from. But they've definitely kept the iconography up where he'll float out of the ship in the shape of a cross, and it's okay, little on the nose, we get it. I mean, the fight that devastates Metropolis at the end of the movie, that alone makes this movie, it's a win for me. I love it. I think the character development is totally there. I think that Well, we get to see Superman. We get to see Superman being Superman. He's wearing the suit. It's darker toned colors, and that's where you lose some people too. Oh, I want my red, blue, and the underwear. Why? Why do you want that? Why do you want a grown man wearing pajamas with his underwear on the outside? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see that. It was cheesy. It was always cheesy. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's Superman. It's cheesy, but, you know, why is that a make or break? I guess is the point I'm trying to make. This one was the first movie that the DCEU technically started with. We started chronologically, so we started with the first 2 Wonder Woman movies, and then this one takes place in modern day. And at the end of it, because Zod reveals himself to Earth as an alien and exposes Superman as being an alien, and Superman hasn't really been operating as Superman just yet. He's kind of just been running around and saving people, kind of doing that Batman Begins at the beginning where he's just like, you know, he's just experiencing life and kind of traveling the world. And then he ends up getting the suit when we come up against an alien invasion that is, you know, contingent on him. He saves us. He saves the world. And I think that's a pretty cool Superman movie. Why dress like you when you can wear me?
Thank you.